This is the track I'm going to use today, and it was a track I did of an artist called Natalli, and it's called Crystal. Okay, let's have a listen to the vocal.
I can't relive it. Why? I learned to keep it hide, hidden from myself on a carousel.
Okay, a decent take for a first take, absolutely. But let's tune it all up to make it a really good take. So let's do them phrase by phrase. So this is the first phrase. Okay, this tuning's slightly out. So first I would pitch that up. And then also the drag. So this is where the pitch shift makes a massive difference. So it slides up and it's a bit slow getting into it. So there's lots of different ways of doing this, and you're going to have to play around with it to see which one works, because each single line is slightly different. But if we chop this right here, you can see that that note's definitely still out there. So if I push that up, then you'll see that that pitch drift is coming in much quicker and much earlier. I could still push this up a little bit to get a bit more momentum on it. Let's have a listen. Yeah, it makes it more punchy. It gives it. Yeah, definitely. And then I would say that this one, bring that down and put it in tune. That's a little bit flat, and you can tell because of this. So we push that back up a bit. That's nice. And then the end here, then what I would do is I'd look at that and I'd go, okay, so you've got this vibrato line. So the actual note is about there. That's how I'd see that note, because in the middle of that vibrato, the person's probably trying to aim more towards that note there, usually, but sometimes it depends on who it is, but I know how she sings. So for me, this is flat, but the vibrato is too much. So yeah, maybe a little bit too much. And then this definitely needs vibrato less. And I've got a feeling that this needs to come down a little bit. Yeah, this one sounds flat. And this one. Yeah, still flat. That's nice. A bit sharper. Yeah, that's nice. That's pretty good. Let's leave that there. Then we go to the second one. Right. Okay.
Can't relive it.
Again, a lot of vibrato here.
Can't relive it.
The way this note slides in is a bit slow for me.
Can't relive it.
It's really, I want it to be a bit more punchy. So what I'm going to do is so there's, again, different ways of doing this. But you can do one way is by just chopping it and pushing that up. Because then you've moved it so that the actual pitch drift line goes a lot quicker into the note.
Can't relive it.
Yeah, that's really nice. So this vibrato here is nice. That's a wiggle on the vocal. That's brilliant. I think this vibrato at the end here can come down a bit, as can that one. Let's have a listen.
Can't relive it.
Yeah, and then as you can hear here, it's definitely relive it is too much.
Can't relive it.
Yeah, relive it. So this is too high. So chop it a few times and then right, there we go. That's the section.
Can't relive it.
Yeah, this one can go down a bit more. And this one as well.
Can't relive it.
Nice. This can be a bit lower.
Can't relive it.
Yeah, and the end of it pitches off. So you can change the pitch drift on that, but to do it by that much, it will probably sound weird.
Can't relive it.
It's actually pretty decent.
Can't relive it.
Yeah, and this one's sharp.
Can't relive it. Can't relive it.
This leave is sharp.
Can't relive it.
This leave is sharp.
Can't relive it.
Yeah, this one's sharp.
Can't relive it.
That's quite nice.
Can't relive it.
It's a bit sharp.
Can't relive it.
Yeah, that's nice for now. Let's move on to the next one.
Why?
Right, so this Y is massively sharp. Again, there's a slight, and as you can see, this note is kind of, she's going, she's coming in like that. That's an exaggeration, but something like that. Again, there's a lot of vibrato. What we can do here.
Why?
It's definitely, it starts off in tune, but then it goes out. So click it there, and as you can see, it jumps up because it's out. So let's drop that down, and you could just cheat and do another little cut. And that's the thing with the cuts. You can do as many cuts as you want to get it back into tune a little bit. You've got to be careful because sometimes it does start sounding computerized.
Why?
Yeah, better. Still sharp anyway. And then both of these are sharp as well.
Why?
Listen to that.
Why?
Much better. Still sharp, but getting there. Come
on. Why? Why?
Yeah, this is then bumping up a bit. And these are pretty cool, maybe a little bit sharp as well.
Why?
Take the vibrato down a little bit. Be careful that you don't go too quick because it does move very quickly.
Why?
Nice. It tightens it up a bit.
Why? Why?
That's quite nice.
I learn to keep it.
Right, so learn is flat.
I learn to keep. I learn to keep. I learn to keep. I learn to keep it.
So in that particular case, you see what happened there is I tried to tune this section, and then this one didn't seem right with it. It didn't seem natural. So sometimes you have to just go undo, undo, and highlight them both, and go, you know, let's bring, because that's a nice, the way she does that is really nice, but it's just flat. So what happens now?
I learn to keep it.
Nice, bit sharp, but
I learn to keep it.
and then this is flat.
I learn to.
It should be ah.
I learn to keep.
So that was a whole note out there.
I learn to keep it.
But nice, that's nice. Bit of a vibrato at the end, just reduce that a bit.
I learn to keep it.
Nice. Next one.
Hide, hide.
So this goes up massively.
Hide.
This is flat. This is flat.
Hide. Hide.
Yeah, they're all a little bit flat.
Hide. Hide. Hide.
Yeah, it's definitely sharp.
Hide.
Again, a lot of vibrato there, so just reduce that.
Hide. Hide.
That's nice. This here can definitely come down a little bit, and the end drift as well can come down a little bit. We have to chop that and chop it again because we need to keep that line in control, and chop it again. Yeah.
Hide.
Yeah, this starts sounding weird now.
Hide.
And this as well. So let's undo that a little bit. See, this is what happens. Sometimes Logic doesn't give you the exact result that you want, so you're better off just kind of sticking with what you've got and just making that nice. And if it's not good enough, then you need to take another vocal take that she's done and then decide from that how, you know, which one is better and which one works better. Sometimes the editing doesn't always work the way you want it to.
Hide.
That's pretty good. That's flat.
Hide.
Let's keep that for now.
Hiding from myself.
Oh, this is a priming. It's a self. So she's dropping that down really slowly. So we keep the slide, but we want that to start a lot lower. So just go down and down.
Hiding from myself.
Yeah, and then this is flat.
Hiding from myself.
Yeah, and if you want more of a self, then you could push that back up again.
Hiding from myself.
Yeah, maybe still a bit more.
Hiding from myself.
Yeah, that's nice. And then we can make the pitch drift a bit higher here as well. Cut that, bring that up a bit so you still get a little bit of yourself. Self.
Hiding from myself.
Lovely. A bit more.
Hiding from myself.
Yeah, that's nice.
Hiding from myself. Hiding from. Hiding.
Yeah, that's pretty good. The self, maybe the vibrato a little bit again.
Hiding from myself. On the.
Yeah. So on is flat.
Hiding from on the camera. On the camera. On the camera. On the carousel. On the on a carousel.
Yeah, and then sail. That could have less vibrato. If you had it straight, it would sound something like this.
On a carousel,
It's very soft, so that could be nice, but I still like a little bit in
on
there.
a carousel, on
Sail. It's nice, slightly flat. Okay, so that's really nice. And then I would listen to the whole vocal from start to end to see how that sits.
I can't relive it. Why? I learned to keep it hiding from myself on a carousel.
That's a lot better. So say, for instance, you did a formant. I'm just going to do it on all of them so you hear exactly what it is. So what a formant does, and it's something that I use rarely, but I do use it sometimes. So for instance, if like a short word, at a time, if someone says at a time, but you want it at a, like it's got more of a smile, then this is really excellent for that. So formant shift, I'll just go massive up the top and you'll hear what it sounds like.
Can't relive it.
As I said, it starts sounding like it's on helium. And then if you go the other way, can't relive it. I've done that too much. Let's do a bit less.
Can't relive it.
So it keeps the tuning, but it just creates a bit more of a toning in the vocal. Then there is one final feature that not a lot of people know about flex pitch, is that if you come out of your editor and then zoom into one of your lines, and I'll just play it so you know what I'm doing.
Why?
So the Y, the end of the Y here, I want that to be longer. I think it should be a bit more relaxed. So first I will then cut that vocal out so that if I'm affecting this, the timing of the line behind it and the rest of the audio doesn't get affected as well. I then go to the end of this note and then I can drag out the length. Be aware that there is a vibrato on it, so it's going to sound slightly weird, but just a little bit wouldn't be too bad.
Why?
Yeah, that's a lot slower.
Why?
That's what it was, or even shorter.
Why?
That's quite nice. You can do that on each note. So for instance, in this section here, you've got an isolated note. Those are the notes that are perfect. You cut them and then you can go in there, zoom in and just pull the end in like that. And that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you've enjoyed it, but more than that, I hope you've learned something. And if you have any questions, please DM me and I'll reply straight back to you. Please like and subscribe and press the bell for future content. Thank you.